A happy Friday to you, true believers. A trip home to Illinois last weekend for the Corn Ferry Tour event in Springfield was memorable for all the wrong reasons for Quincy native Luke Guthrie. But Springfield, Missouri's Price Cutter Charity Championship event this weekend has proven a far better stage for Luke, who fired a 6 under par 66 today at Highland Springs Country Club to get to 10 under after 36 holes. That puts him currently in a tie for 16th place and just 3 strokes off the pace going into the weekend. It was a big day on a big stage for another Quincy High grad as well, as Thomas Culp finishes 4th with All-American status at 195 pounds in the Greco-Roman National Wrestling Championships in North Dakota. And I'm told reliably from wrestling sources who were in the building that 195-pound division was the best in the entire bracket, so certainly a tip of the cap to Mr. Culp in his final high school event. Hannibal's Trevor Wilson also wrestled in the event at 170 pounds in the freestyle division. He did not place, but went an impressive 5-2 on the tournament. Our congratulations to both gentlemen. You may recall that a brawl-related forfeit on Thursday pushed Hannibal Post 55 into the Senior Legion zone backdraw at Washington against the host team today. Mason Tharp and company trying to rally back, but here in the bottom of the first, this is Sam Pauly with an RBI rip early on to stake his team to a 1-0 lead. Tanner Van Winkle and company trying to come back here in the third. Mr. Van Winkle helping his own cause here as the pitcher with a single to set the table for a clutch piece of hitting again in the third by Gary Culp to tie the score up at 1 apiece. Tanner Van Winkle pitched himself out of numerous jams today, but Post 55 could not provide him enough offense as Hannibal is eliminated. 5-1 your final in this game. Interestingly, the Jeff City team that beat Hannibal yesterday via the forfeit, despite trailing on the scoreboard 10-3, won today to reach the championship game, but was disqualified later in the day for use of an ineligible player. On a happier diamond front, Little League State Under-10 softball tournament at Rice Field in Beardstown. Ava Quigley and the host squad carving up Kennedy Park. Top of the first, she struck out the side, and then she got an 8 spot from her offense, the only hit in the frame. Hallie Dotsert with the RBI single right there, but a lot of great base running, some airs and some walks all contributes, and Miss Quigley would settle in nicely from there. Absolutely unhittable for O.J. Simpson's squad as they win 15-0. They'll advance to take on Brookfield on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Congratulations to Beardstown, and we end tonight with a tribute to the young man we considered the actual standard this year for scholastic and athletic achievement. Enjoy, everybody, and have yourselves a great weekend.
Strike 3, strikes are out.
The KHQA Student Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Blessing Health System.
When I'm on the football field, it's a different me.
To know Jack Marth, even casually, is to take for granted just how easily all of us can reconcile those different me's he is talking about. The frighteningly destructive football force from whistle to whistle, with the unfailingly polite, eminently likable, and undeniably accomplished high honor roll student. The latter image, I defy you to sell to any poor quarterback who has ever crossed Jack's path. And yet, while they may seem very different arenas of excellence, at the heart of everything he's done, there is but one singular catalyst: a willingness to do the work it takes to be great.
Just the thing I pride myself on the most is just my work ethic. I think being able to show other people what it takes to become the best is something that really played a part in how our team was able to grow. They start see me having a little success, and they wonder how I got to that point, and they look back at what it took, and I think it shows within our whole organization as far as, at the end of the day, hard work beats talent when talent fails work hard.
From the football standpoint, Jack's dedication allowed him to carve out a unique place within Quincy Notre Dame football as the rare 2-time All-State selection, an historically gigantic footprint that ranks Marth with the all-time defensive greats within that program. But that's a discussion he himself humbly wants no part of.
Football's a team sport, so it's not all dependent on one guy, and I think that's the most rewarding thing about this award is that, and scholarship, is that it really does show the whole collective team build-up that goes into the whole process.
There's also the diligent work Jack has poured into remaking his body for the scholarship football opportunity ahead at Truman State, where once again he'd like to impress his coaches by arriving way ahead of schedule.
Coming in as a freshman, you go back to your high school days as a freshman, and like you start to think about, okay, what did I do back then that helped me get to the point where I'm at now? And you have to kind of like rebuild that motivation a little bit. The more success you get, the less hungry you become. Once you get put into a whole new environment where you're new and you're a freshman again, you have to find it within yourself to push yourself to even greater heights.
And as well, a chance to seize the academic opportunity ahead to bolster his push for a career future, starting to come more clearly into focus.
I'm undecided right now, but I have thought about coaching football in the future. I would like to thank Blessing Hospital System and KHQA for this opportunity. I would also like to thank all the coaches, teachers, administrators, my teammates, just basically everyone who's gotten me to this point.